I swear, if I see one more video on my feed about this new Clawdbot thing that is just 20 minutes of someone typing into a terminal to install it, I'm going to lose it. Everyone is hyping this thing up as the ultimate AI employee, and then they show it organizing a folder, renaming a spreadsheet. Are you kidding me? That is the most boring use of ultimate power I have ever heard of. That is exactly why I'm making this video. Let me be clear right now, this is not an installation guide. If you want to watch someone struggle with dependencies for half an hour, go search Clawdbot and click literally any other video. Trust me, you don't need me for that. I'm here to find out if this thing can actually build something worth talking about. For those of you living under a rock, here's the 30-second breakdown so we can get to the good stuff. Clawdbot, or whatever they're deciding to call it this week, is an open source autonomous agent. But this isn't like ChatGPT where you type a question and it politely gives you a text answer. This thing runs locally on your machine and can literally control everything better than most baby boomers. You give it access to your terminal, your file system, your browser, and it operates your computer just like a human would. It's basically what Siri should have been. It's not simulating the work, it's doing the work. I honestly didn't think I had a use for this tool at first, but then I looked at my dusty Windows PC sitting in the corner. I hate Windows, I never use it, and my MacBook is practically exploding because it doesn't have the storage for heavy game dev. So I thought, you know what? Let's turn this abandoned PC into a sweatshop for my AI employee. The plan was simple: set up Clawdbot on the PC, give it full control, and then I can just sit back and command it from my phone using TeamViewer. It's the ultimate lazy developer setup. In this video, we're gonna have Clawdbot build Super Smash Bros. From scratch. And as bonus, it'll also show you guys a GTA 6 clone it built earlier, which might or might not have been the actual original video until I accidentally deleted my screen recording. For the Smash project, I connected the agent to the Godot MCP server. This is the secret sauce. It gives the AI direct access to the game engine, so it's not just writing code, it's actually running the scenes and debugging the crash logs itself. I started by giving it a very specific prompt. Okay, you have everything you need. Build me a game like Super Smash Bros. Start with the shapes and mechanics. Don't worry about the graphics yet. Just make it feel right. I named my agent Bravo. That's my boy. Watching him work is wild. It's like talking to Claude or Gemini, except this time the AI has hands. I watched him open the engine and immediately it crashed. But before I could even get annoyed, Bravo started debugging his own crash. He remembered earlier I asked him to use screenshots to help him check his work visually. And boom, within minutes he had two little vibrators fighting on screen. Once the basics were working, I told Bravo, okay, good, now scale it up, add more players, improve the map, and shrink the players so they aren't giants. He took full control of the PC, wrote the code, and handled the errors. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed. Here is what it built all on its own after a few prompts. And the mechanics were actually really good. I actually got stuck playing this version of the game for a good minute. It said it had sound effects, but honestly, I did not want to try and figure out how to connect speakers or headphones to this Windows PC, so I just took its word for it. But here is a major warning. Do not use Claude Opus 4.5 for a whole night of this unless you hate money. I literally spent almost $100 in just one night of building this sausage fest. But for the sake of giving you guys the best Super Smash Bros. Clone, I decided to take it to the next level and asked Bravo to download some 3D assets from Sketchfab that would be fitting for this clone. If you appreciate this video, like and subscribe so that I can feel better about my empty bank account. I now run this thing on Gemini 3 Flash, which is much cheaper. I only have it use Opus 4.5 for complex tasks. Bravo found some interesting 3D models to say the least. He actually navigated the website and found them, but he couldn't figure out how to click the final save button to save to my desktop, so I had to step in. Then, the models wouldn't render because the textures were broken. Bravo realized the FBX files were messed up. It did end up fixing it, but then we had some static giant 3D models. Now, I could have gone down the rabbit hole of rigging these models, but considering it was already 4 in the morning, I decided to let Bravo settle for some Temu-looking Among Us characters. Is it the prettiest game ever? No. But considering I installed all of this in one night and I barely know how to use a Windows terminal, the fact that it's playable at all is crazy. I would like to also note that I don't know anything about game engines and game development, even though my goal is to learn. And as promised, here is the GTA clone. This one took almost no time because we use pre-made assets, but look at it. You've got gun mechanics, driving physics. Rockstar better watch out because I might just compete. I'm currently editing part 3 of where I force 4 AIs to play Monopoly against each other, so make sure to like and subscribe for that chaos. See you in the next one.